So for my second resource, I decided to use Pinterest. Why I chose Pinterest, it's neat, it's fast, it's convenient. Everything you want is on Pinterest. It is a virtual bulletin board, so I can pick out different things and I can pin them necessarily on different bulletin boards. However, it's all online in one easy, convenient place, and it's resourceful. There's everything on Pinterest. No matter what you're looking for, it's on Pinterest, from clothes to recipes for dinners and desserts and all that kind of things, to do-it-yourself projects, all the way to resources for the classroom, like what am I going to do with my bulletin board on the first day of school? Let me go on Pinterest and see some, new back-to-school boards. Or I have no idea how to do this science project. Let me go on Pinterest and see if I can find a new way to learn or to teach the phases of the moon, and it'll always be there. Technology integration, students can use Pinterest too. They can go on and create boards themselves to show you as a teacher what they've learned thus far. They can go on and find different resources about different topics, or they can even create a board to teach themselves about a project. So Pinterest is a great resource to use if students are doing research projects or want to extend their learning on a certain topic. So how I plan to use it, I plan to use it for everything. When I did my student teaching, before I found any worksheets or before I found any projects that I wanted to do, I always looked at Pinterest first. I will show you in a minute a game that I found on triangles in math that I actually used with my kids, and they loved it. So I plan to use Pinterest for everything, from what am I going to do with my bulletin board in September to how to teach the phases of the moon using Oreos. Anything I want to do is on Pinterest. So how to use it. You're going to sign up for an account, you're going to search the topic or subject, and you're going to pin it to your board. So let's do that now. I already have a Pinterest account, so I'm automatically logged in. And there are some things that I had already been searching for lately in the past few days that are on my Pinterest. So here's some of them. This is my homepage. These are people I follow. So I do follow some do-it-yourself, some clothes, and some recipes, some recipe boards. But I do follow a lot of educational boards as well. So what I'm first going to do is search what I'm looking for. So I recently did 4th grade triangles with my kids because I was in 4th grade, and we did a triangle board game. So I wanted to just do something new. So I wanted to play a game with them. So I did type in 4th grade triangle games. One of the first things I came across was this pin right here. This is called a pin. So what I did was I clicked on it, and I clicked on the actual pin itself, and it brings me to the actual website where the game is located. So now Pinterest has just connected me with this website here, Relentlessly Fun, Exceptional, Educational. It has just connected me with them and provided me with this board game that I did with my kids. I printed it out, we put it together, they had the directions, and they loved it. But if I go back to Pinterest, now let's say I want to keep this. So I want to pin it. I'm going to click on Pin It, and right down here is where I can choose which board I want to put it on. I have some already made, but I have one made triangles. If I wanted to create a new one, I would just click Create New Board or Create a Board, and it would let me name it. I already have one named Triangles, so I'm going to pin it in Triangles. So now I just clicked that board, and it told me that it was saved to Triangles. So now I'm done with that one. I can even go back and search for other things. So say I don't know how to do phases of the moon, so I can just type in phases of the moon and search. And there's different resources that'll pop up. So I can use the paint charts from the store to make a flip book for phases of the moon. I can use Oreos. I can do a flip chart like this one here. We can make them in our notes. There's so many different activities. So say I wanted to do this with the cookies. Well, now I have a resource for this. So now I can click on this pin and get the actual website right opened up here where, once it loads, where I can find how to do that project with my class. So if I go back and I want to pin it, I can just choose which board. I'm going to pin this to my science board. Now, to go to my Pinterest to see all of my boards, I'm simply going to click on my name, and it'll bring me to my Pinterest. This is my Pinterest. I have 11 boards. They're all different. I have some for Christmas presents. I have science, my ideas for the classroom that I just want to have around the room, baking. Like I said, there's so many things you can do with Pinterest. So this board here is for reading, writing, and spelling. I found a bunch of different activities that I liked. There's numerous things you can do with Pinterest, and the limit does not exist as to how far you can go with Pinterest. I can move pins to a different board, I can edit my board and change the name, and I can also invite my friends and family through email or Facebook to see my boards and to like them. So it's really cool when you're trying to communicate with people and get them to just see what you're putting out there. And other teachers can post things directly to their boards and they can share them so that when I'm searching for a topic, they'll also be able to see it.